there you are. Welcome back to the channel. It's day 19 of our cross-Canada trip. Gather round, dear children, and allow me to tell you a story, a tale, nay, more than that, an adventure. An adventure that begins in a lovely little place called Brook, Newfoundland. And the rain, oh my dear children, the rain, not the pitter-patter of droplets on the roof causing a peaceful tintinnabulation, but a splat, 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 a torrent, a deluge, continuous, relentless, unceasing for 218 kilometers. Do you know, dear children, of hydroplaning? Can you say it? Hydroplaning. I knew you could. That is when the pooling of the waters lift the tires of the car off the road and you cannot steer. Ah, but we are not in a car. We are on a motorcycle. Imagine, if you can, having your motorcycle suspended above the road on a thin layer of water. Oh, the horrors. But our story does not end there, my little waifs. I have not yet told you of the potholes. The potholes filled with water, so full that they appear to be simply puddles. Oh, you rascally rain, you! What tricks you play! And the havoc you cause when we slam our unsuspecting motorcycle into one, and it jars the bike so hard that it dislodges our GPS from its moorings. And unbeknownst to us, since our focus is completely on the road, our beloved guiding unit completely releases from its tether and falls to its almost certain death onto the pavement at 100 kilometers per hour. Fortunately, my little ones, a phone call was immediately dispatched to our travel companions who, believe it or not, were able to turn right round and, like a record baby, right round, and to spy the device on the complete opposite side of the road. And wonder of wonders, the plucky little GPS was still working, albeit beat up, bruised, and cracked. We carried on, not as a wayward son, and forged our way through the wet and the winds, even winds that were formerly unknown to us, called wreckhouse winds, that can be so strong as to topple a semi-trailer. Fear not, young listeners. We arrived at our destination of the Port aux Basques ferry terminal, wet, battered, but not defeated. We retreated to a humble eatery to drink in warmth and to take in victuals. Our tale is not yet ended for today, as we are shuttled across the waters of the Gulf of St. Lawrence to the coastal community of North Sydney, Nova Scotia, for lodging upon the evening. For now, dear children, I end my narrative here, with more to be related anon.
Here we are.
Hey, and And here we are, anon. Passage on the Marine Atlantic Ferry was smooth, safe, and foggy. GPS is malfunctioning now. Not surprising after a 100-kilometer-per-hour smash into the pavement. Workarounds will be needed. Our total distance so far is 8,557 kilometers. Can you believe it, dear children? My, oh my. Well, the reason for that was because these ferries fill up way in advance. I bought these tickets back in January, and there are only 2 sailings a day, 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, roughly. And so if you miss your ferry, you could be sitting there for days and days until there's an open spot on another ferry. So we had to make that ferry, otherwise it would mess up the rest of our trip. Well, that thought certainly crossed our minds. We made a quick phone call back to Larry and Delia, and we had put in a little bit of time buffer to make sure we made it in time for the ferry. You have to be there 2 hours ahead of time. But we had some padding there, so my thought was we'll take 5-10 minutes at the most if it's there, but not likely to be there. And just by a miracle, when Larry and Delia turned around, they spotted it within a minute or so, and so it worked out. The Garmin seemed to be functioning properly the rest of that morning trip to the ferry, but then along the way it would start to just randomly change screens to different settings and things like that, and I couldn't see the map anymore, and I thought, uh-oh, now we're in trouble, because all of our routes for each day is on that Garmin. And I thought, what are we going to do? I looked at buying another Garmin on Amazon and getting it shipped to one of our hotels further on down the road a few days ahead. I looked to see if there were any Garmins available on the routes that we were going on, but no. So I restarted the Garmin and charged it up, and it seemed to be working just fine. It would still randomly just start changing screens and things like that. I think because the glass was cracked and it's pressure sensitive, that the changes in temperature would almost feel like to the Garmin like somebody was pressing on the screen to go to a different screen. But when that started happening, it would either work itself out or I'd just have to stop, restart the Garmin, and then it worked again. Well, you can see the spot here on the ship that was reserved for motorcycle parking. And then, like I mentioned in the video when we came over to Newfoundland, they just had these big straps with meat hooks on them, and there's no way I was going to attach that to the frame of my bike. And so I laid the strap across the seat. I had some magazines on the seat so that the strap didn't bite into the seat and, you know, damage the seat cover. And that worked out. And of course, next time if I ever do that, I'll make sure I have my own tie downs, because that would be much better. Oh, didn't I show you that? No, I didn't. Well, here's the map of our route for today, day 19. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. You can subscribe down below if you like. And then we'll see you in the next video, day 20. Bye for now.